building in Michigan, the Renaissance Center. Part of the scenery tonight as we come to you live from Detroit. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. But Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Look at Griffin. He's not too far away from a spot in the starting five. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And for Detroit, we've got Rose. Griffin is out there with Maker. Then it's John Henson. And it's Kennard in at the 2. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues. And you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island, and it's just not fair.
Good point. And so it's Detroit with the ball. After Colin Sexton's miss, sinks the triple. Rose has got the opening field goal of the game for Detroit.
Sometimes Derrick Rose is usually hit or miss, but when he's on, look out.
Pass to Sexton. Now here's Drummond. Puts it up from 7. Yep, that one goes in there.
That's the right play to run. Drummond with the skill and size to make that high percentage attempt.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Rose surveying the D. Outside Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Garland kicks to Osman. And here is Garland. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit. 5 on the clock. And it's Osman missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And they pick up 2. Griffin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
With a smile on Blake's face, it looks like he enjoys having contact before he shoots.
Garland with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Sexton's shot is good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Rose. Down low, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
The speed of Derrick Rose off pick and rolls is an issue for the defense. Nice job by him coming off and finding his guy.
And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
That's good from Henson.
Well, one area that has slowed the Pistons the last decade is their player development.
Yeah, GA, you look at their roster, very few homegrown players. The Pistons haven't had a lot of hits with their first-round picks. To be a top team, you need to have a front office that can build from within.
Now here's Drummond. 20 points for him last game against Detroit.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
Now here's Rose. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. And it's Rose missing. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the brand new Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. How are you feeling it, Smitty?
GA, it's a great state-of-the-art facility. Glad the new location is in downtown Detroit. Hopefully, an iconic venue for an iconic team.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Pistons leading by 4. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Griffin passes to Maker. Now the dish to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count that one.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Outside Rose. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Garland the pass to Nance. Drummond trying to get himself free. Outside Griffin. Maker. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And Sexton slams it in.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
And it's Rose with the ball for Detroit. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
Now Garland. Over to the left wing. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Garland. And it's 7 points for Colin Sexton. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kennard, the pass to Maker. Out to the right wing. Here's Rose. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Osman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Thon Maker. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Take a break. Take a break. Who's up?
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Pistons trail by 3. The pass to Griffin. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
And the Pistons with possession here. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. Passes it to Griffin. Good on the shot. Griffin's got 6.
He's a hard guy to knock off balance. Blake Griffin taking the hit and staying in rhythm.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Stolen by Garland. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Sexton's shot is good. 9 points in the game so far.
Uh-oh, starting out in rhythm. That's 4 out of 5 he's hit, and we're only in quarter number 1.
Pistons trail by 3. And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. Makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And a different look here for the Pistons. Christian Woods checked in for Henson. Doumbouya comes in for Maker. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Drummond. Kevin Love comes in for Nance. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Thompson finds Dellavedova. To the inside. Here's Love trying to get open as Thompson. Oh, and there is Love making a fantastic play.
This is the one thing you can count on from Kevin Love. He's going to stay active in the lane.
Pistons trail by 3. Outside Griffin. That one misses. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Dellavedova. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steve, when you think about underrated stars in the NBA, who comes to your mind?
Drew Holiday for me is one.
Yes.
Mike Conley is another. Even a guy that gets a lot of praise, I still don't think he gets enough, is Klay Thompson, especially on the defensive end. It just scratches my head that he's really never made an all-defensive team selection.
It's nice to see underrated guys like Chris Middleton and D'Angelo Russell get all-star berths for the first time.
Yeah, those two are coming on as well.
The first one falls, and the Pistons making a change here. Snell's checked in. And both free throws good for Dellavedova. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Doumbouya. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Snell. Launches a 3. Love grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Stolen by Doumbouya. All by himself. Here's Galloway. Finished off the break.
What I like about Langston Galloway, he gets to his spot and he finishes plays.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Now here is Dellavedova. Pass to Sexton. Off target from three-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Snell, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And here's Exum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Sexton kicks to Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
I know what the analytics say about mid-range shots, but Love knocks that down in his sleep.
Detroit's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The pass to Wood. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here is Love, following the bucket by the Pistons. Nailed from three-point land. Sexton's got 12 points in the game.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
1:53 left to play in the first. Brown the pass to Galloway. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
And it's blocked. Brown outside. Stolen by Exum. Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Dellavedova, that's good.
And that's an area that Sexton must keep working on. The more he passes, the better his team looks.
And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 6-point game. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
The Cavaliers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. First free throw is good.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
Brown the pass to Wood, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
Pistons trail by 8. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Galloway. Pass to Wood. And a missed layup. Sexton with it. Brown's there. Sexton's shot is good.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Cavaliers lead by 10. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Cleveland, Zizic out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Sexton. Then it's Exum, and it's Dellavedova in at the point guard position.
A tall guard who can see over the defense. Exum with no trouble locating the open teammate.
And, well, Detroit shooting here about 46% for the game. Pass to Doumbouya. Releases. Misses the jumper.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Brown kicks to Galloway. From outside, off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Sexton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Sexton's got 16.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Pistons trail by 16.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
Now, here's Brown. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 4 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
The Pistons making a change here. Rose is checked in. On the free throw, no good.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size.
Wood with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The pass to Osman. Here is Love. Takes a 3. Rebound collected by Snell. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. But Case has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David.
Great job scanning the floor by Kevin Love, using his vision to find the open man.
Detroit with the ball. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Rose dishes to Doumbouya. No good with the triple.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Garland the pass to Exum. Love at the elbow. Back to Exum. And it's denied. Here's Snell. It's Brown on the wing. He kicks it to Rose. Here's Snell. Dishes to Doumbouya. Back to Snell. Here's Wood. And he lays it straight in. Wood's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Garland with it. Passes it to Love. Here's Exum. Here's Zizic. It's hauled in by Wood. And it's Rose with the ball for the Pistons. They trail by 14. Doumbouya passes to Snell. And another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Even though you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting a 3-ball, because there are some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
So for the Pistons, Henson's checked in for Wood. Maker comes in for Doumbouya. And Blake Griffin's subbed in for Brown. Drummond's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so Snell nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Now Garland over to the wing. Puts up a 3. A nice shot by Exum. Exum's got his second basket of the night.
A tremendous threat off the dribble. Dante trying to become consistent in the catch and shoot game.
Ball's knocked loose. And now the fast break. Exum with the ball. And Maker sends it back. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Griffin. Finished off the break. Griffin's got 8.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Pass to Exum. This one for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
The defense tends to play him to drive the basketball, but if he can knock down this shot, they will have to play him honestly.
Pistons trail by 16. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
The Cavaliers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Kennard, he's checked in for Detroit. And Cleveland also making a change. Larry Nance is checked in for Ante Zizic. That one misses. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gives you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
Here's Rose after Dante Exum's bucket. The feed to Griffin. Will it go? Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 10 points for Blake Griffin.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Rose. Pass to Nance. From the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kennard kicks to Maker. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Exum. Here's Drummond. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play.
Shooting one.
That one on Rose.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
And the defensive impact that Andre Drummond can have on the floor is a major factor.
Well, you know that Drummond is going to do the work of 3 players on the glass, but he's also been a solid rim protector who makes up for his height with great timing and reach.
Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Drummond.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Rose. Osman, the pass to Drummond. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The rebounding and defense Drummond provides, Smitty, feels similar to an old-school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot, but he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
Shoot.
No good on that one.
Well, now when you foul Drummond, he can hurt you a little bit at the line. He's much improved.
And the second free throw, good. So it's the Pistons now. It's an 18-point game. Tipped away. Stolen by Garland. Releases from 15. Good as the jump shot falls. Garland's got 4 this quarter. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Rose passes to Henson. Kicks it to Griffin. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Exum. Banked in off the glass. Exum's got 12 points in the game.
For his size, Dante Exum has a lightning-quick first step. That really sets him apart.
Rose up on top. He had 22 points in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Now here's Griffin, guarded closely. Now here's Exum. He's got 12, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Langston Galloway's checked in for the Pistons. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. Here's Garland. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 9.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Galloway. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He feeds it to Griffin. It's good. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Sexton comes in for Drummond, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Exum. On the free throw, no good. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
And Detroit has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Back to Henson from outside the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's Thompson. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Inside. Here's Griffin. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Three-pointer. Not that time. It's off. Now shooting 7 of 10 from the floor. To the paint. Here's Maker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Nance. And with Thon Maker still a developing project, you forget, Smitty, how young he really is.
You're right, Kevin. Has a lot of time ahead of him. You can see the touch and the length he has. Hopefully, he can keep working and put it all together.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely, and it goes down 2 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Kennard, defended by Sexton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
You know, a big change last season for Luke Kennard happened when he stopped worrying about taking bad shots. He was asked to be more proactive on offense and start creating chances for himself instead of waiting for the ball to be swung to him.
Now here's Nance. He dishes it to Love. From the baseline. And Henson pulls it down. Enzo Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. To the middle. Here's Maker. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And Smitty, that aggressiveness from Kennard, that's what the team wants from him.
He's a big part of their future. They need that from him. He may not be their #1 or #2 scorer, but he can be a very solid option off the bench or as a starter.
And that one misses.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Lobbed up there for Thompson.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
We've got 1:08 left here in the second. And the pass to Griffin. Through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Garland the pass to Thompson. Love trying to break loose. Rebound, Detroit. Henson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Maker, and there's another one for the Pistons.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here is Garland. 9 points in the game so far. And here's Love for 3. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Shoots it. Kept alive. And the basket by Maker. Maker's got 7 now in this quarter.
This is what you get from Maker, a legit 7-footer who brings the energy.
And so it's Cleveland, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active hands in the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, you know, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, you know, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was Colin Sexton who got hot in the first. He had 16 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Cavaliers leading by 14. They've got Griffin. Rose is out there with Kennard. Then there's Maker. And it's Henson in at center. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the 76ers. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And I think for Cleveland, they're finally starting to click. It has been a rough road up until this point, but plenty of games left to make a run at the postseason.
Griffin's shot is off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 18 points in the game.
And superb at just finding avenues to the bucket. When Sexton goes strong inside, he is hard to stop.
Pistons trail by 16, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. They get the rebound, and that one's good. Drummond.
Ooh, you see the contact there, trying to match up with Drummond's physicality. Doesn't work.
Rose kicks to Maker. 90 seconds now into the second half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Pistons have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Despite all the injuries, Griffin was given the big contract. That kind of thing is a guessing game, but with high stakes.
Griffin hits them both. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Garland kicks to Osman. Down low, here's Sexton. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Sexton's got 20.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Rose passes to Kennard. And here is Maker. Here's Rose. He's got 5. Shoots over Garland. Rose, no good. Here's Nance. And Maker sends it back.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Maker's averaging less than 1 block a game for his career.
Here's Rose. Detroit, no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Sexton dishes to Drummond. Inside, it's stolen by Maker. Here's Kennard. He's got 8. Pass to Rose. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him. Christian Woods checked in for Maker. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Outside Rose, 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 7 points in the game.
Finally, now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Garland kicks to Nance. On the money from 12 feet away.
And how about the job Nance has done to try to make himself into a more consistent offensive threat?
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Stolen by Garland. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Moving it up. Drummond, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Rose. Henson with it. 6 points for him. Taken away. Here's Osman. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Rose. The Cavaliers making the shot. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
And it's Drummond with the jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Rose. He has 7. Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs, Greg, after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does.
And it's Rose missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Osman, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Cavaliers have gone 9 of 13 from the line. And he makes the first. A different look here for Detroit. Doomboy is checked in for Henson. Tony Snell comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Brown in for Luke Kennard. Then for the Cavaliers, Zizic has checked in for Nance. Dante Exum comes in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. And he can't hit the second. Pistons shooting from the field, 44%, not bad.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rose gets the bucket.
This is why Derrick Rose is considered one of the best at his position. He is not afraid of going down low.
Now Dellavedova. He's got 8. Now here's Exum. Shoots over Brown. They get it back, and there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. Drummond passes to Zizic. Fades back. Tries yet again. And that one's good. Drummond.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The Pistons have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
The Pistons making a change here. Galloway's checked in. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Garland.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here's Galloway, defended by Dellavedova. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Snell. Here's Galloway. Clock at 6. Over Dellavedova. Galloway, no good. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 19-6 run. Here's Zizic. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Exum's shot is off.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Left side, Brown. Feeds it to Snell. Here's Galloway, defended by Dellavedova.
It's amazing Drummond doesn't block more shots. He has a 9-foot standing reach.
Exum's shot is off, and that's a foul called on Ante Zizic. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Pistons shooting 43% from the field. And here is Brown, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Doumbouya with it. Brown with it, now defended by Exum. Brown the pass to Wood. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go, Thompson heading to the hoop. And Exum gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Exum's got pretty good numbers from the floor so far, shooting 6 of 13. Brown the pass to Galloway. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Osman drains it from beyond the arc. Osman's got 10 points.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
To the inside. Here's Wood. He's got 8. The shot, no good. Here's Osman. He's covered by Brown. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 3-pointers. Snell. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And really, Snell needs no time at all to get his jump shot off. He's looking to score once he gets the pass.
Pass to Exum. To the paint. Here's Zizic. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Galloway, defended by Dellavedova. Galloway, the pass to Doumbouya. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. Second, the Cavaliers.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Now Dellavedova, 8 points for him. Here's Osman. And too long on the shot. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Galloway. Intercepted. Now Cleveland moving it up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
The Cavaliers have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. Makers checked in for Christian Wood. And then for Cleveland, Kevin Love comes in for Jetty Osman. And Porter subbed in for Dante Exum. Free throw good, Zizic. The Pistons shooting the ball at 42%. Galloway, the pass to Snell. The kick out to Brown. There's the pass to Maker. Here's Snell. He's got 7. Shot clock at 5. With the shot. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Cleveland's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Now here is Dellavedova. Defense right on him. Love outside. Puts it up. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists now in this one. Now the Pistons with it. Passes to Galloway. 1:04 left here in the third quarter, and they're able to recover. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And the first one drops. So for the Pistons, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Kennard in for Bruce Brown. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Sexton's checked in. And Porter drops them both.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Pass to Maker. The dish to Griffin. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in. Griffin's got 18 points in the game.
He's in a beautiful rhythm. Right now, he's knocking down shots, and he has that scorer's mindset.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's got 8. Pass to Sexton. Back to Dellavedova. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Tries again. Rebound, Detroit.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And the jam by Doumbouya.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And so it's Cleveland out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
They're playing harder, they're cutting harder, they're running harder, playing defense on us harder down here. We're kind of tiptoeing on our cuts. We got to up our level.
And Dwayne Casey imploring his guys to put forth a greater effort. Feels they're getting out hustled.
That's right. I mean, the one thing coaches cannot stand is a lack of energy. Expect these guys to ramp it up from an intensity standpoint.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. Porter is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's McKinney in at the 3. Now here's Knight. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And, Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
Here's McKinney. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Love kicks to McKinney. That's in there. Love with the assist. McKinney's got his first basket of the night. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Here's the teardrop, and that one drops.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Mikhailuk, guarded by Porter. Here's McRae. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Griffin looking it over. There's the triple, and there's the bucket from McRae. McRae's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded by Knight. McKinney. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Yeah, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
First free throw is good.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And Cleveland making a change here. Nance is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Outside Knight. Now the pass to Mikhailuk. And here is Maker. Passes it to Mikhailuk. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Knight. He's tightly guarded. The shot that time not on target.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
And he makes the first.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. McRae, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Porter, here we go. The shot's good. The Pistons shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Outside Knight. Over Porter. The shot by Knight, no good.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And that one's good. Love.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Pistons have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. McRae passes to Griffin. Oh, Griffin in position, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
If I'm Blake Griffin, I'm telling my teammate, throw it higher. I'll go get it.
Cleveland's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Love outside. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking about a lot about, you know, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Maker. Lets the three fly. Another 3 for Detroit.
Fluid on the shot. Nice follow through. Maker sneaky from out there.
Dellavedova with the ball. Love outside. Down low. The steal. 3 on 3. Here's Knight. It's hauled in by McKinney. Cavaliers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Drills it from outside. And that's now 17 points for Love.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Pass to Mikhailuk. The offensive rebound. Off target from the baseline. Cleveland's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
And the first one at the line is good. John Henson's checked in for the Pistons. One is no good.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Now Dellavedova. Right wing. Here's Windler. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. And there's the pass to Mikhailuk. Fires the three. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. Nice D from Griffin.
Okay, that time, advantage defense. Meeting him right at the rim.
The shot is good by McRae. McRae's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded by Knight. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Zizic. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Pistons. Griffin's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Mikhailuk. The wing jumper off target.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates. Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now here is Dellavedova. Defense is right there. Inside. Shots good by McKinney.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. That's tipped. Here's Windler. And it comes off the front of the rim. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Zizic has got 7 rebounds in the game. McKinney passes to Dellavedova. And the layup falls.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Thon Maker's checked in for John Henson. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Knight hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Dellavedova. Thompson right side. Over Maker. Thompson with the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so Knight will bring it up for Detroit. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Porter's checked in for Cleveland. Well, we were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. Now, Griffin. After Thonmaker missed from long range, Knight passes to Mikhailuk. Shot clock at 6. Here's Griffin. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's McKinney. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 6th assist on the night.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Now here's Griffin. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Knight kicks to McRae. Releases from 15. Count it. Good. McRae has got 7 now in this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Andre Drummond.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Knight passes to Griffin. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Knight. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Porter. Back to Dellavedova. Overnight. Offensive rebound. Nance. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Thonmaker.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Both free throws good from Nance. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Knight. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum. Dante, still a young guy in this league. What do you want to focus on with your development?
I think it's just staying in the defensive end. Sometimes in the heat of the play, you kind of lose sight of it. And it's just about staying in there and just helping your teammates out. So,
a very young guy on a very good team. Thank you, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.